Yeah, he was smart. He was very wise. I mean, having the special economic zones on the coast meant it was kind of trialing reform and opening up rather than doing it right across the country to see
Yeah.
how it went. So the change wasn't too drastic, and of course the FDI, the foreign direct investment, poured in mostly from Hong Kong and Taiwan
Yeah.
in the early stages. But it's interesting. I've got behind me a copy of the book Beijing Jeep,
Yep.
and
Great book.
that was the first automotive joint venture in China back when Jeep was owned by American Motors. And, it was a difficult joint venture. And within a couple of years, you'd see these sort of Beijing Jeep knockoffs. So, even way back then, there were cars that were, a copy of the Beijing Jeep design. But yeah, everyone was sort of feeling their way. There wasn't really a managerial class in China because the people that would have been at university during the Cultural Revolution, they were, in the countryside or they were having struggle sessions or what have you. So they didn't really get a university education. So a lot of these people that I encountered were politically savvy, politically, really kind of aggressive. And it's funny, even when China was really poor, there was this sort of sense of ambition and even a little bit of arrogance. The 5,000 years of history, you'd hear that. But I remember there was a t shirt that was quite popular at the time, and it said in English, "Happy, our country being famous for its rich and strong." And I remember being outside the Great Hall of
Those
the
were the days.
yeah, yeah, and that building was built in 11 months, and I remember thinking, "Wow, if these people kind of get their act together, look out,"
Yeah.
you know? So that foreign investment just poured in, and of course, the Chinese people were hungry to learn, hungry to work hard. They sensed this opportunity, and there was an optimism in the air, this feeling of possibility, and I think that really lasted from that period in the early or to mid '80s up until around 2010, 2011,
Yeah.
and the atmosphere. The economy slowed down. The atmosphere is very different now.
Yeah.
And in that first decade of the century, there was a lot of optimism. It was relatively free before Xi Jinping took over.